Let's talk about stitch width and stitch length settings for stitches. So when you're on a straight stitch, it's showing you if it's in the needle position that's in the center or how long it's going to be. This is actual size. So as we pick stitches that are bigger, this will grow and really show you, if you're a visual person, how big it's actually going to be. So as we have this stitch, we have three things in front of us. The first one actually has a little picture of a pattern or stitch, and it has arrows to the left and right. So watch what happens. This is actually for moving needle position. So in a straight stitch, we can move it side to side. And look, there is so many needle positions. There's actually 29 different ones. Now notice that at the 0.0, that's center, and it's going 3.5, no, it's actually going 4.5 millimeters to the right, and it'll also go 4.5 millimeters to the left for a total of 9 millimeter wide stitching. Look at all those, that's amazing. And when I get back to normal settings, the numbers turn back to a white number. If I touch them, notice they turn yellow. That means something has been changed from the default setting. So if you accidentally bump something, you can see, oh, what did I change? And it'll be yellow. So the other thing would be is here, this is stitch length, and you can see the stitch is actually growing on screen. Longest stitch length is 6 millimeters, and of course you can get nice and close small stitches too. 2.5 is kind of that basic size. And this third option is actually tension. That's those, it actually looks like kind of two discs pushing together, and as you touch a tighter tension, for example, you can even hear it kind of something up front here, right in the tension area, is actually increasing or decreasing. And so that is something that you can even hear it change. So once again, just leave that normal. Tension is changed when you start to have different threads in your needle as opposed to what's in your bobbin, or you're just trying to get a different look altogether. If something's not balanced right, you can adjust it. But all in all, you'll notice that this will kind of change based on the stitch you pick. So the tensions, not that they're totally automatic, but they will get you into the right ballpark before you get started, which is I love about this machine. So for example, let's go to a zigzag, which is our stitch number 5, and it's coming up with a width of 4.0. So now this is width. Notice it's not needle position anymore. It is width, and we can go all the way up to 9 millimeters and all the way whatever size you actually want. The next one is length. I love that you can see what you're doing. If you're making it longer or shorter, you can make it nice and close together and wider. Whatever, what you see on the screen is what you get. And then once again, that last thing is tension, again, if you need to adjust. Now, just double check, remember, it'll always tell you what foot to use, and if you need the IDT engaged or the dual feet engaged, it'll have that little symbol there. So I know exactly which foot I can put on. Now, when we want to go to sew these and find the right setting, you can actually change this while you're sewing. So I want to show you that really quick. So this is how it's going to look if I was trying to find the exact setting for my project. I might be watching right here, and then I can change it, oh no, a little narrower, a little closer together, and it doesn't matter if I'm sewing while I'm stitching, it can handle that no problem. And then once I have that set, I can start my project. But the nice thing is once again, what you see on the screen is what you're going to get on your fabric. So I love, if you're visual, it's going to show you exactly what you need. Now, once you leave this stitch, if I leave that and then come back to that zigzag, that has cleared out. Now, you can save that setting, because right now I don't remember what I was at, but whatever setting that I liked, I can go ahead and save that into my own personal menu. So check out that video for saving your stitches so you don't have to write down sticky notes of every little setting that you're changing and that you finally get perfect. Of course, you could write on your fabric, but then you'd have to remember where this is. So love the fact that this machine will keep your settings for you in your own personal menu and not totally lose them once you get it perfect.